Hi, hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Sudarshan. Today, we are going to talk about a musician. Before that, if you're new to my channel, please hit on the subscribe button and notification bell so that you will not miss my videos. Okay? Now, everybody loves music in this world, and everybody thinks that they want to become a big musician. But the problem is, this generation is being different how it was in 1980s, back in 1990s and 80s, isn't it? Today we can see that how we cannot able to become a popular singer or famous, because there is an increase in competitions. That is why we are able to see the difficulties in becoming a popular singer, as well as everybody wants to feel love in instruments as well as many musical equipments. Well, in terms of me, I also love music. In the later video, I will tell you about that, my musical instrument. Well, in what language we almost like to hear? It's nothing but in English, because English is one of the language that attracts millions of English people around the world, in like New Zealand, America, Canada, London, New Zealand, and so on. Also to say that in English speaking countries have benefited to make attractive towards popular stars who are most famous. And what I want to tell you is that we always love listening to music people who are being very famous and popular in this planet Earth, and many people want to get autographs, want to fall in love with them. You can see so much of crowds when a popular singer arrives. We can able to see how much the crowd is about, which means that much fans their singer has. But in today's generation, it is very difficult to attract that much kind of fans compared to olden days. Olden days was very easy, but today it is not possible because competition has increased everywhere. So, what is the other way we can do? The best way is that we can assume like we are a famous singer. That is a motivational we can do. Apart from this, is there any choice or any option? Answer is no, which is no. Okay, now let me tell you about this person. Before that, I'll tell you why we want to tell this person, because every time, even today's generations of kids are also attracted to back in 80s and 90s who were very popular. So that itself is the very happiest people when it comes to America, New Zealand, any Western countries. They are so much proud of today's generation of kids who are fell in love with all popular stars. I'm very much happy about it. Okay, so I had a 4 minutes talk. Now let me go into the topic about a famous pop singer. Okay, let me introduce the name, who it is. Today, the person who I'm going to talk about is nothing but a Canadian singer called Celine Dion. Well, when we hear this name, it sounds very popular, isn't it? Because this Canadian singer has attracted millions of love around the world, that song sang by that lady attracts both males and female fans around the world because of cute voice as well as the cute expressions, as well as the performance done on the stage. As well as Celine Dion really on this powerful, technically skilled vocals and remains best-selling Canadian artist, which means this Celine Dion has born as a Canadian and song for the world. which means it impresses millions of people around the world. One of the best-selling artists of all the times. And what happens is that this lady was born up as a Canadian and was so much interested in music because that lady motivated herself that she became a music, should make herself proud towards the world. That was the ambition made by Celine Dion, as well as we can see that one of the best artists that even today's generation, even today's up today also, the name has been pronounced everywhere, where we can see the happiness from the fans as well as their friends. Right? Now, what are you going to see? One of the best-selling artists of all the time, which recorded sales of 200 million copies worldwide, which means, imagine when you're going for shooting and producing the movie, you're going to launch it. Suppose you live in 1980s somewhere. It feels like you're releasing movie. It takes a lot of time to edit and reproduce it and produce it. Once you release that song, it will become a worldwide hit in all Indies. But when today, getting to that level is a very big task. When it is old generation, it's very, very easy. That is the thing. So we're going to see what are the various awards that happen, because the songs sang by Celine Dion has crossed 200 million copies all over the world, which means the songs produced by the artist Celine Dion has attracted millions of fans in countries like Europe, France, as well as in European countries like Germany, Switzerland, France, London, and so many countries. Apart from European countries, all over the world, like China, Japan, Australia, so on. Which means we are able to see how this lady has attracted millions of fans around the world. Right? Now, we are going to see various awards that is achieved by the artist Celine Dion. Here they are. In the year 1980, we emerged as a teen singer as a French album. Which means in the 1980, Celine Dion began the career of musician as a first emerging in a teen star. Which means to say that in 1980, the Celine Dion sang a first song in French that has hit worldwide across the France. Which means, born as a Canadian, sang in French, attracted millions of French peoples as well as the people living in Europe in millions of pounds. Like you say, in millions of pounds, we can able to see how not only in English, within European countries, how German, Spanish people also attracted towards the artist called Celine Dion. So as we see, 1980 was the beginning of a singing career. That is what it is coming to say here. 2 years later, in the year 1982, gained international recognition by winning Yamaha World Popular Song Festival, which means after 2 years, emerging in as a teen star, which means to say that being a teenager, began the music career throughout the life. Because what Celine Dion has decided is that the ambition of Celine Dion is that I should become a singer, I should show my emotional as well as the positive attitudes towards the world. That was the ambition of Celine Dion in the year 1980s, right? So 2 years later, after when Celine Dion became a French teen star in a French album, after 2 years later, awarded a great international recognition by winning Yamaha World Popular Song Festival. Able to say that starting from the year 1980s, slowly bit increased. So what happens is that slowly after becoming singing, every people started to like this girl so much about her cute, beautiful voice. This is what it comes to tell you. After 6 years later, in the year 1988, awarding a Eurovision song contested representing Switzerland, which means to say that how that 1980s has French as an history created a best Eurovision song representing the country Switzerland, which means to say that if you being as a representative for Switzerland means you should taking up all the kinds of responsibilities towards that country or how you represent yourself to that people. After learning English, also signed an academic record in the United States of America, which means to say that first, as a French singer, slowly gathered up with America and France. That is the one successful thing. Here, what was the first thing is that when Celine started in 1980s, started because the songs spread all over the Europe, where every European people started liking this girl so much about her singing, beautiful singing. So slowly people started to gain attraction towards this lady. This is the history that is created from 1980s to 1988. For the past 8 years of hard work, it has gained 25% of fans from European countries, as well as after the Celine Dion signed the record, as well also gained popularity from America, which means to say that in olden days gained popularity from America as well as European countries. This is the history we have seen. In the year 1990, releasing the debut English album, establishing a viable pop artist. After that, after 2 years from 1988, started releasing English album songs like viable pop artists in North America and in other English-speaking countries, which means to say that from the year 1980, 10 years later, Celine Dion started producing English album languages when started to speaking English, as well as spreading more number of songs, as well as gaining popularity in English-speaking countries. This is the history of 1990, which also says that the Celine Dion has released an English album establishing a viable pop artist in North America, in like San Francisco, Los Angeles, or we can say that entire America, isn't it? Now, what is this song? Falling into You, the power of love. That means this song has became a worldwide, it became a hit in the United States of America and became a successful song later on. So, what happens? In the year 1995, Dux winning this award, Celine Dion awarded the first French singer being a Canadian, which means to say that starting from 1980, 15 years later, Celine Dion became the first French selling language, which means that the language of French has attracted millions of French people living in France. This is what we are coming to say. In the year 1996, let's talk about love, which means to say that my heart will go on. This song once happened that after this song released, it has released being from France as well as America. This song spread it all over the world, attracted millions of fans around the world. This is one of the best awards awarded by Celine Dion I've never seen in the life. So we can able to see that how this artist has worked 15 years to attract millions of love. So what is that one? That power of love, as well as the My Heart Will Go On, are one of the popular song up till now from the early 1996, where when the song released, it spread all over the world. People started giving attention towards that lady. This is the history it has created. In the 1998, Swiss Amber was the award. Now later on, when it comes 2000, built reputation as a highly successful live performer. Means to say that after 20 years from the year 1980s, Celine Dion started performing live shows all across the countries, like whether not only in Canada, like America, whether in France, whether in Switzerland, whether Germany, Italy, London, Scotland, any countries. Started performing live performances in the stage. For what purpose? So that every people can get the attention of singing that beautiful voice sung by Celine Dion, which is 20 years of hard work has gained millions of fans around the world. The day when this My Heart Will Go On released, it has hit worldwide, became the popular singer in the world. Now, in 2000, So, up till now, this was in history. In the year 2003, had a trip to Las Vegas. Means to say that their live performance across the America of the history of the song sang by Celine Dion wants to gain newcomer for America to make the name proud, saying that Las Vegas remains the highest grossing concert residency, also awarded as photographic industry. This is the award won by Celine Dion in the year 2003. Now, after all these things, which means for the past 5 years from 2003 to 2007, Las Vegas live performance has one of the world's history that has created a successful crowd visit to perform many live performances for creating huge number of fans from America. Slowly, what happened is that from there, 5 years later, in the year 2008 to 9, started making tours all over the world and receiving the highest grossing concert tour of all, which means to say that in the finally from 2003 to 7 to reaching 2008, Celine Dion has become the most world popular singer in the world. This is the awards won by the Canadian artist Celine Dion. This is the topic ends. See you in the next video with a new topic. Till then, keep on watching. Bye bye.